Hello! Welcome to a short little class about morning routine. Okay? Why is morning routine so important? It is so important because on a daily basis, we apply so many chemicals and toxins to our body and environmental that we can't control. It's crazy. All right? Things that you wouldn't even think about. And 88% of those toxins for women are in contact with our body before even breakfast. Think about it. Your shampoos, your conditioners, your moisturizers, your face wash, your scrubs, your body washes, your cosmetics. Like there's so many things we don't think about, okay? So I have a quick little showcase of some of the things that I put on in the morning that are all chemical free, non-toxic, and they work, which is the best part. So when I shower in the mornings, I always make sure that I wash my face when I'm in the shower with the Orange Blossom face wash. This smells amazing. It smells like orange blossom, so it makes me think of spring, which I love springtime. So this is really going to have on here, and it has things like sunflower oils in it, which is obviously really good moisturizing. It has lemon peel oil in it, rosemary oil, patchouli, lavender, orange, lemon. These are all really good oils for your skin that are hydrating, moisturizing, what's what I'm looking for? Smoothing fine lines. Okay, so really good for that. Just really cleansing the skin and getting it prepped for the day. And then I always use our tonic, which is it's just a pH naturalizer, because as we're cleaning, we're stripping our face of any toxins and residue. And so sometimes we have to go back and neutralize our pH, neutralize our pH levels on our skin before we put on the rest of our daily cosmetics or moisturizers, okay? So after that's all done, then I go into the face. And we all know I am young at heart, but I know that I keep aging. The number keeps creeping up every year. And it's so important that I take care of my skin because obviously gravity in the years, it makes our skin sag and become more loose. And we start to get these little wrinkles and fine lines, all these little wisdom lines and happy faces from smiling so much, is what I'm going to call them, right? Of just all the wisdom from the years of the knowledge and loving life. But it's also sun damage and not being very smart and making best decisions when I was younger and being in the tanning beds and being outside with no sunscreen on, because every young teenager wants to be nice and dark and tan, right? So then we deal with it when we get older. So I've had to deal with sunspots I've had before, and obviously skin that's been, fine lines and from being out in the sun. So to help with that, my favorite thing is CBD Beauty Boost Tongue Twister. CBD, if you don't know what CBD is, look it up. It's absolutely amazing for you. It has multiple purposes. This one is designed for obviously giving a little beauty boost. So it's combined with essential oils that help nourish your skin and help your skin be moisturized and smooth. It helps with the fine lines, evening out complexion. It's really cool. When I first got this, I actually did a 30-day challenge, and it was amazing to see the results. And my results were in the picture that I will show you guys. If you follow along in my my Instagram, if you go to my bio page under my highlights, I'll have a classroom in there, and I'll have a picture of what the Booty Boost did for me. The first day I started it, and then when I was at the end. And it was amazing to see the transformation, because when you look at yourself every day, you don't always notice it. You're like, is this actually doing something for me? But then when you do side-by-side shots of day 1, day 15, day 30, you're like, whoa, this stuff is amazing. And I can see results right away in 3 days. So this is amazing. And it says you can do a full dropper. For my skin, I just do half a dropper. It seems to work fine. Plus I'm adding other things onto my skin too. I just lay it down my hand. I rub my hand together, and then I just apply on my skin. And remember too, if you have a jade roller, use a jade roller. I just don't have mine out. But remember that our skin is very delicate under our eyes, so be careful under our eyes, and that gravity takes us down. So when we apply, we're just going to apply going in upward motions, okay? And not super hard, but just, help it out. And again, if you have a jade roller, then use your jade roller. Same with our neck. I always do my neck too, because my neck has been through so much through being outside and the constant up and down. Everybody's neck has. And so you always see those fine lines of, well, not really fine, there's a bunch of lines. So I do that too to help with reducing those lines too as I age, okay? The next one I love to go to is frankincense. Oh, I am in love with frankincense. Frankincense is a calming and relaxing oil, but it's also full of properties that are amazing skin. Supports your skin with those fine lines and wrinkles, blemishes, evening out your complexion. It's amazing. So this one, literally I just took a bottle of frankincense and I halved it. I put like half, I mean, I'm almost out now. I need to refill it. But I put half in here. I take this little roller filament off on top. I'll put half in here and then I'll fill the rest up with a carrier oil and I put my part back on and then I just roll it. I just roll it around my eyes, roll it quick across my forehead here, and then I also again do my neck. And then I do the same thing. I'm just going to rub it in real quick. Be careful under the eyes, right? Same thing, really fast. And it's a double whammy because it's good for your skin, but it's also calming and relaxing, like I said. And so just take your hand, just smell it real quick. And to start your day off just calm and in meditation, it will blow you away. It's amazing. Next thing I do, because why? Okay. Next thing I do is called Progestin Plus. And what it is it's for like regulating my hormones, like my progesterone and estrogen, and it helps to level those out, okay? So I apply mine in the morning and I do 2 drops on my elbow. You can do elbow or you can do like the inside of your ankle. And you're probably like, Chelsea, why are you doing that? We're talking about skin support. Okay, here's something really important that you need to know. Skin support goes deeper than just applying oils on your skin. We also have to know that hormones play and emotions play a huge factor on our skin. We can do everything we want on the outside, but if we're not taking care of the inside, then it's going to reflect. A lot of times how our skin is reacting is secondary or a reaction to what's happening inside. Okay? Example. Several years ago, my husband was deployed, and he's been deployed in the past, but this last time that he went, the kids were a little bit older, and it was just, they're just more active, not active, but just in more activities. It was a really, really hard winter. We haven't had a winter like that in a long time. It was really rough. A lot of things happened while he was gone, like the normal things. I won't bore you, just normal things that happen. Whatever could go wrong was going wrong or breaking while he was gone. It was very stressful. I was in a very like stressed, anxiety-driven state the entire time he was gone. And then after he came back from deployment, I had an extremely traumatic experience with a horse we had just purchased that just blew me off the edge. My husband came home, and then he was in this accident that put him in the hospital in a coma for a while. And you guys, my face was just horrendous. I was breaking out everywhere. I put on so much weight. I couldn't sleep. Just totally anxiety-driven, constantly. Just all of that happening. And I mean, all that happening in like a year's time. That's a lot, okay? So my hormones were all out of whack. My emotions were out of whack. And when you hit some of those states of where you have all that hormone and emotional dump like that at once, it can migrate to certain areas of the body, organs of the body, and then it can just sit there. And then it's hard to get out, so you have to detox that out. Okay, so one thing with Progestin Plus, it helped just regulate my estrogen and progesterone levels. One, as just I'm aging, those are changing. Plus, I've had 2 kids. And if you don't know this by now, or if you're not a mom yet, kids change everything. Your body will never be the same for a great reason, but then we have to figure out how to kind of help it along. It's been great for that. Another thing that I had to use, or I used a lot, was the release oil. Release oil, and I still use it. Release oil is just an oil that I use, and usually I put it on the crown of my head. So I just put a little drop, boop, and rub it in. I smell it. If I need more, I'll put it on my chest sometimes. But it helps just to release some of those emotions. I'll do a lot of meditation in the morning, or scriptures and devotionals, and just use the release oil just to release any anxiety or any bad thoughts or any fears away. Release those. And just spend time in prayer. Frankincense is also good while you're in prayer too. Indoflex is another one I use every single morning and still do. It's for adrenal gland support. And we know that when it comes to our adrenal glands, a lot of our emotions sit there, right? So this helps just keep them regular and regulates them. So that way, if I'm in that fight or flight mentality, it will help me flush out those adrenal glands and just keep them functioning properly instead of it all building up and then I'm just whacked out with emotions and hormones, okay? Another one I use and still use every morning is joy. Joy oil, I apply that, you apply it over your heart. I apply it every morning and I also smell it. And the reason why I use joy is because I was in a period of life where it was very dark for me. Everything around me appeared to be negative and I didn't understand what was happening to me. Just finding joy, I was having trouble with that. I was just in a state of just anxiety constantly and it was a dark period, and joy just helped me just bring back the joy and see the positive sides to why things happened and how it's helped others since then, how we've learned and grown as a family since then, and how God used me to help others and used our family to help others that are going through similar situations now. So it had a good ending, but I had to retrain my brain. It's like, okay, there's a reason why this is happening and trust the process, okay? Another one is gratitude, same thing. Just having gratitude and thankfulness that, my husband is still here. It could have been a lot worse. He's still here. He's great. Our family is amazing. And I'm thankful and I'm full of gratitude for the opportunities that God has given us because of the experiences that we've gone through, okay? Another one is white angelica. White angelica itself is another just emotional oil. So when I would feel myself feeling anxious, I would just take my white angelica and I would smell it. And I'd also apply it on my wrist and rub it together. I wear this as a perfume all the time. I love white angelica. Between white angelica and Valor, those are the two that I wear as a perfume. A lot. Back to skin again. I also use the wolfberry eye cream. That just goes around your eyes. Same thing. I just grab a little bit and I just apply it around my eyes. Okay. Same thing every morning. That's another good one. Another one that's really, really good is called Sheerloom. And I love that for your skin as well. I am out of Sheerloom and I don't know where my empty bottle is. And I haven't gotten a new one yet. So I don't have that one to show you. That's another really good one. So those are kind of the things I apply every morning. And for my skin, and I dig deep inside with dealing with neutralizing and leveling out my hormones, my emotions. And those oils adjust sometimes depending upon what's going on in my life. Like another one I use a lot is called Magnify Your Purpose. There's so many oils and ways that you can use these oils. Another one I like to use a lot is called Highest Potential. Depending on how I'm feeling, I take like just a mental check each morning on how I'm feeling. If I'm feeling anxiety or stress or fear, if I'm feeling super happy, overwhelmed, sad, angry, whatever the emotions are, I adjust my oils to that. Because again, all those emotions and my hormones, they affect the skin too. So we can help protect the skin on the outer side too. We can also help protect our skin from the inside with all that happens, right? The body is a beautiful and complex system, but it is amazing what it can do. So that is my quick little morning routine that I do every morning. If you guys have questions, please ask. Otherwise, enjoy making yourself beautiful.